Hello and good morning, everybody. This is Chris from the Great Brick Lab, and welcome to another live Pablo. This is Pablo number 17. Today we have 10 orders, 92 lots, 363 parts. This is a live. If this is your first time, I'm going to go over the process real quickly here. This is just a kind of a view of my store here. I pick parts called a PABLO, called picking a Bricklink order. I do definitely Bricklink and Brickowl orders during this time. If this is your first time, subscribe, like, share this channel. Give us some feedback on how you like our content and what we can do to help give us a great channel here so that you can get what you're looking for. So let me get right into today's pick. So the way this is going to work, let me get everything set up here. So on my screen here, I do have a chat window so I can chat with you. The camera here down on the bottom allows me to show you the parts that I'm picking as I'm picking parts. The brick stock order that's up here on the screen, that is the file that I've made in order to pick today's orders. If you're a customer in this order, you received a card, one of our cards, and on the back of your card it says very clearly what your order number was, the Pablo number 17, and then the location of where I put your order here. And let me click on the light here. That battery's going to go dead. Let me get a new battery here. Actually, I can plug it right in here to the laptop. Then we'll get lots of battery out of it. There we go. That'll work. So I'm just going to get started on this. There's the chat window. If you're going live with me, just go ahead and ask me questions. Anything you got on your mind about the process, about starting a Bricklink store, anything at all that you're interested in. So I think I'm ready to go here. Let me go ahead and just start with drawer number 38. So let me make sure everything is good here. This camera here angle is a little off. Let me fix that. Actually, I think that camera may not be working here. Hang in with me for just a second here. Let me see if I can get that fixed. Yeah, that's not working. There we go. Now we're set. All right, let me bring the chat window back up here. All right, cool. Sorry about that. That's what we get with the live Pablo. So I've been doing some looking around. I think I'm the only one of a Bricklink store who does a live picking like this. So it's a little bit of some setup, a little bit of some work. I had two customers for some reason bought both of these wheels, parts wheels, in the same week, actually in the same day. I don't know if something happened that has brought the popularity of these things back. I found those a while back. I kind of held on to them and then got them listed, and in the same day they both sold, which is awesome. I don't know why that happened, however. So let's do this. I'm going to make sure, if you're watching the stream, give me a shout out if you're on there so that I know that you're there. I'm going to just keep picking parts though here. 66 is the next category. How many did they buy? They bought one, and there should be 10 left. 2, 6, 10. Yeah, there is. All right, so I'm going to actually swap these two. This is a Brickowl order. Ryan A., thanks for joining. No one else does live Pablos, is what he's confirming to me. Something different. Yeah. All right, Ryan. Thanks for that affirmation, that confirmation. Yeah, I enjoy doing the live. This setup has been developed over the process. I guess I've been doing my YouTube channel for about 7 weeks. That's funny. This is the same drawer. This is a non-colored. Most of these have like a little color on the end of the paintbrush. Is this a better view here maybe? And that one there has no color on the end of the paintbrush. So 66, or that came from 66 and it goes to cup number 8. Thanks Ryan for saying that you enjoy watching them. I enjoy making them. So thanks for that feedback. All right, 249 is where we're going next. Bin number 1 gets 4. And it's Brickowl, so it says it's half your left. Excellent, very helpful. All right, so this, 2 weeks ago, I hired another person to help at an hourly rate here in the store, and he's working out really well. Okay, so another magenta, okay, so bin 1's ordered magenta colored parts. Tiles and 1 plate. All right, so 281. I must have parted out something that had a whole bunch of magenta in it. How many did they buy here? Bought 2, left 2 in there. So the new individual that I've brought onto the team made shirts, and very cool. I love the shirts. Let me turn around and show you the back too. Very, very cool. Really like these shirts a lot. It turned out good. Bin 1, 294. There's a divider in this drawer. I don't normally use dividers. For some reason this one has a divider in it. Okay, so they bought 2 of the 1x6. So I want to let you know that I do a live every Thursday at 9 p.m. Central Time. Check that live out. I did a sales recap this week by request of one of my viewers. And I had a special surprise in that live feed. During the live feed, I pulled out a new device. And I've been getting really interesting responses from people. They're like, what is that? How do I get one? Oh, I forgot to put a link in the description. I got to put a link in the description of that video. I show the website from Amazon where I got the thing. All right, so they want 5 of this thing. Sand. Okay, good, there's 5 in here. Cup 8. Bin 1, 469, that's the next column over here. Let's change this angle just a tiny little bit. All right, so Ryan, I'll get to your question in a second here. Let me count this. All right, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. It doesn't look like there's 22 left in here, but maybe there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, that's 22. Okay, Ryan's got a question. Says, I'm curious, most people do mostly new pieces, but you're mostly used. Why is that? I got started 4 years ago on Bricklink looking for used parts for a set that I found that was incomplete. It was the Hulkbuster set, a Marvel set. And that's how I found Bricklink. I didn't really know about it before that. Originally I was looking for the instructions for this set. Found the instructions finally on Lego. And then after I found the instructions on Lego, it kind of started to roll into, okay, well then how do I order the missing parts? Because now that I'm trying to build this, I know there's missing parts from the instructions. How do I get those? And bought all the missing parts except for the minifigs. And it was a pretty good experience of buying those missing parts from Bricklink. I think I made a couple of Bricklink orders. So then I had this set, and I had other sets laying around with used sets that I had built that I was like, let me try selling these. So that's I started off with used because I didn't really watch a lot of YouTube videos. I watched a couple, and I didn't really think about the process of breaking down the used parts. I just kind of just jumped in and started doing it. Now the reason I keep doing it with used is over the 4 years we've been doing it, I've developed pretty solid processes to be able to sort the used parts and the margin of profit. So people look at the new sets and say, okay, I'll buy the new set if it has 3 times the part out value. So you buy it for 100, it has 3 times the part out value, you part it out into your store and you get $300 for that value of that set. When I look at new, or rather when I look at used sets, I buy the pound, so I pay by pound. So if I'm paying $5 per pound, I sell it from anywhere from $25 to $100 per pound, depending on what's in there. Sometimes you find very rare things, sometimes you find not quite so rare things, but you do have to sort through all the junk. I had somebody come by, one of my people who works for me come by and says that they found an incredible large amount of shark teeth in some bulk stuff as they were cleaning it out and sorting it. And they said, we kept the shark teeth for my 5-year-old. And I'm like, perfect. I don't want shark teeth. I don't sell shark teeth in my Lego store. So that's how I got into used. And the reason I stay with used is the profit margins are incredibly higher. However, your processes and the ability to run it by yourself are limited. I wouldn't be able to do this by myself, this many things, this many different parts. I have to hire people to help me. So some of my money goes to them for sure. 28, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So the reason I keep doing it, Ryan, to make the answer much shorter, because I give you a lot of information there, the much shorter answer is because the profit margins are so much higher with used. So today is a special day. On Saturdays during the live, one customer of every one order, or rather one customer order on every Saturday morning is going to get a Brick Forge bonus bag. The bonus bag was donated by Brick Forge. I bought some myself and then they donated some. If you look at the description of my video, if you type in Brick or Great Brick Lab as a coupon code on Brick Forge, you'll get 10% off of your order, and there's a link in the description. And today is Saturday. During the live, one of these orders is going to get a little bonus bag, and then at the end of the order I'm going to decide which one it goes well with, a little accessory bag of things that are custom molded parts from Brick Forge, very good quality parts, and that's going to happen today. So 724, a bunch of 1x1s, and he wants 10, leaving me with 5. So if we count 5, we should have 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and we do. That worked out well. So Ryan, another question. What do you got? Do you have a video on the sorting of used parts? I do have a video on the sorting of used parts. I made, so 2 weeks ago, my live on Thursday night was a bulk sorting. Watch that video and you'll see bulk sorting of used Lego. That would be not this past Thursday, but the previous one. Bin 1. Stay focused. All right, so we just finished the last new part. Now at this point, the way we do our store is I will take all of these parts and then bag them and mark them as new. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm separating all these tiles, and I'm going to bag those into them by themselves. So tiles, especially new tiles, I don't want them to get scratched during shipment, so we do everything we can to protect them. Okay, so when I drop parts, I have to take the camera with me because the microphone cord's not quite long enough. So there we go, we got it. And I drop parts a little more often than I'd like. Okay, so how do we package all of this? So I think we're just going to get a big bag here. Yeah, check out that video, Ryan. That's actually got a lot of interest because people, I think people are aware that the margin for profit on used is has a higher potential than on the new, but it's the amount of time that it takes to accomplish the breaking it out and sorting it and getting it ready to go. With the new, you just, there's a feature right on Bricklink. You just open up the set, find the set number inside the system, do a part out. It gives you your drawer locations, you know, do a couple of things. You know, Pop's Block Shop has a video on that. Just a Brick in the Bucket has some great videos on that. Trick or Brick has done some videos on that. Brick Slingers done some videos on that. All great guys, all fellow YouTubers with me that I would recommend you go out to their channels and check out their content. They all are doing this with the new. Only one that I know that does some used, I think, is Pop's Block Shop. The other guys are all focused on the new right now. I know that Evan at Just a Brick in the Bucket interested in doing some used because I think he's got some stuff laying around because they're also kind of builders, but I think they like to build, and then when they're done with a build, or if it's just a little bit on the older side, they're like saying, yeah, it's time to sell it, and then use the money that I make from my hobby to go buy another set that I want to build because that's what they want to do. That's cool. At this point in my life with Lego, I'm all about business. I don't really take the time to build. I have some Duplo that I play with my young son, who's just starting to walk. A little scary that he's walking already. So we play Duplo together. He's not able to put them together yet. He just kind of bangs them together at this point. So that's what I build. Ryan says, I sell both new and used, but I find it enjoyable. I find it more enjoyable to sort used, more like a treasure hunt. That's exactly how I do it. And when you sort enough used, when you do it long enough, you'll come across a part in a particular color or a particular kind of part, and you'll be like, wow, okay, so bought a 10-pound box of used parts. Let's say you got $5 a pound, so $50 for 10 pounds of used, $5 a pound, $50 for all that Lego. Then you pull out maybe one minifig or a couple other parts, and out of like 10 parts, you've paid for everything in the box because the Lego doesn't make everything anymore, and some parts just shoot up in price. The value of those parts is so incredibly high. You end up paying for the whole box with just a few parts out of it. Plus, then you get out the other parts that are in there to process. And not only did you pay for it with just a few parts, but then you also paid for it 3, 4, 5 times over after processing every other part. And it's worth, 20 or 30 cents, and the 2 or 3 cent parts. I mean, yeah, the profit margin is significantly higher with used, but the processing time is what's in consideration. Like these used parts here, these are completely used. And did that camera lock up again on me? It did. Yeah, that camera keeps locking up. I'm gonna disconnect it from the computer because that's what it's doing. It keeps on coming up with an iPhone allow access. Okay, so sorry about that. I didn't realize that was happening. I just caught that out of the corner of my eye. So these parts here, let me see if it can focus on that. So these parts here are used. They're great panels, but they do have some scratches on it. If they were severely scratched, it's something I couldn't sell as a used part. Okay, L10. Yeah, I got to stay a little focused today. I don't want to take too much time to do this because we're going to the farmer's market during the summer. And today, it's like 62 degrees where I am today. I'm so excited. It's been so hot in the farmer's market. We just like go, we eat, we hang out, maybe buy a cantaloupe, and then we're gone. Okay, so they bought 3 and left me with 1. That's perfect. Today is like 72 degrees. I'm so excited because we're not gonna like boil like the last couple of weeks. 1, 2, 1. Is that empty now? Uh-oh. T121 is supposed to have bright pink 1x4. And this is definitely drawer number T121. It's supposed to have 16 left over after I pull 5, and it's completely empty. I need to make a note because that is totally not in there. I need to find those. So let's do this. All right. I know I have plenty of bright pink 1x4 brick, but since they're not in the drawer, either they were moved as we were adding parts this week, which is definitely a possibility. But we added parts yesterday. I don't think I did that yesterday. I think it's just in general missing. When we're done here, if I have extra time, I'll go back to the cubicle, which is in the middle of my circle here. Let me show you the cubicle here. So there's a great view of the store right here. So this is the cubicle area. This is the start of the pick rows. New is here. Then this second row here. Then there's the third row that way. But in the center is the cubicle area where I have 4 shelving units. And organizing my store this way gave me an incredible amount of storage in the center and maximized the storage. I actually ended up with so I had all of these drawers down here remodeled, and then I had room for 3 more columns. But the previous version of this, all these cabinets filled up the store. So reorganized, same number of cabinets, and I was able to add 3 more columns just by optimizing my storage space. All right, U29. All right, so we're going down the used row. So I'm going to pull the cord here. I have my laptop here, but the laptop requires me to extend the cord because I've got things plugged into it, and well, I just don't want to run out of juice. It's got a good battery, but not that good. All right, and having a circle store that I don't have to go back and forth over my own steps, just drag the cord behind you. It just doesn't get in my way while it's rolling behind me. All right, these bright pink ones I've got 2 with 2 left. Bin number 1. Let's roll this up here. 48. Okay, there's one in here. And it's just the one. I know this is a pretty common part. Somebody must have bought all the other ones recently, and that's the only one left. 61. Top 5. 63. Olive green. 1, 2, 3, and 4 is 8 with 5 left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Love it. Bin 1. I'm gonna bag these together. That bag is a little bit too small. I am out of 4x3 bags. Let me go. Come with me. We'll go get some 4x3 bags. I'll show you where they're at. So this is my. I've been sorting plates, and I'm tired of this table sitting here. It's in the way of my supply shelf. But oh my gosh, 4x6 is like way down there. How are we going to get to this? I'm about ready to trip here. Okay, I got him. No, I don't want 4x6. I want 4x3. There we go. There we go. I had to stretch for that. All right, so I got 4x3. This little device here, little divider tray, I buy everything from thrift stores. Just nearly everything I can buy from a thrift store to supply my Lego store with materials. So the cart I got at an auction. The metal cart that I'm using I got at an auction. Let's see. Let me show you this cart a little bit more. Give you a little bit of extra bonus material today. So look here. So this is a metal tray. I cut the top off of two like Plano divider trays, like tackle boxes, and I taped them onto this thing so that they would not, no parts wouldn't fall through. That sits around top of there. These bins I get for 88 cents, thrift store. Metal rack here, you know, $2.88. Corrugated over here. This is the only thing I bought brand new. This cabinet here, those don't come into thrift stores very much, and when they do, they're like old, ancient ones. You got corrugated on top of here, and I only did that so that I'd have like a little lip right here for an LED light that I got off of eBay for like $2 with free shipping. And I plug that LED into a battery, and then I can light up my thing. This is just a piece of corrugated here underneath this with a towel on top. My cart probably cost me about, I'm going to say maybe $35, and that includes the cost of this cabinet here. And my music has stopped. I want music to play while I'm picking, so I'm going to go and figure out why the music has stopped. Let's go. It's just me and Ryan right now. Let's figure out what's going on with the music, Ryan. So I'm doing iTunes today, and it has no reason it should have stopped. I can see no reason it should have stopped. Let's turn the volume up a little bit. Okay. All right, here we go. Lots of good distractions. 113. Oh, he bought 25 of these. It's like, looks like it's going to be all of them. Nice. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 25. Cup 8, thank you so much. All right, so I haven't been thanking customers for my orders. So cup 8, L10, cup 5, cup 3, bin 1. All of you guys have gotten parts so far. Thank you so much for your order. I hope that you enjoy a view from a picker's perspective of what it's like to pick your orders. Enjoy doing this, and I hope to keep doing it for many years to come. Cup 5. I just acquired a large lot of used parts yesterday. A very large lot. It filled up my entire car. I didn't even have room for a passenger in my car. Back of my entire car, even the passenger seat had a tub of Lego. Bought it all. L10. 249. And it's something I'm looking forward to getting put in the store. One of the challenges I have is I've been able to get pretty good at sourcing my Lego, meaning I can find a lot of places where I can get Lego used, and people are getting to know me, and I'm developing a reputation for the local area that I buy Lego. So people starting to find me and say, we have Lego, do you want to buy it? And I'm like, yes. And so I'm double checking it. How many pounds was that? Let me figure out. Let me go backwards. So it was like 135-ish pounds of Lego. I didn't include the weight of the books, so it's probably closer to like 175 pounds total when you add all the books in, but I didn't pay by pound for the book, so I got at least 135 pounds of Lego. So, and I got a pretty good price. So cup 8. So the problem I have now is I'm sourcing it really well. I've run out of space in my, I'm filling up my garage, one half of my garage, filling up an area of my house, my basement, porch, I have an offsite warehouse that's getting filled up, and being able to process all of it is something. I wish I could process all of it at once, but even if I did, then I'll think of all the orders coming in. It would just be, how long will it take me to sort that much? A couple of years. Some of them I'm going to pull out right away, but processing all that Lego, I don't get in a hurry. I'll send it out for processing. It'll come back, and then we will, over a period of time, get all that processed. So 2 years from purchase to actually being in the store and available for sale. That's about how long it takes us. Not because we're slow, because we have so much, and because we, the one reason I know that, Ryan, is, thanks for that question, by the way. The one reason I know that is because I have stuff that's been processed, and we put the date on the box of when it was returned to us as processed Lego. And I have stuff from 2018 that we just worked on this week. And that's actually not a terrible thing. Okay, these are both 286. I think, why am I going back to 286? They bought all 5. So there's 3. All right, 5 of the same torso. Whose torso is this? First order torso. So when you buy stock in a company, let's say you bought Amazon stock, and you sit on it for a few years, it goes up in value. You buy Lego, you sit on it for a few years, and it goes up in value. Lego's a stock. It's just a commodity that people want. You can buy it at a certain price, get it processed, sit on it, let the price go up a little bit. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Okay, no, this is just the dark bluish gray tile. Probably, no, I thought I was going to think it'd be bin 1, but no, cut 5. 340. How many metallic silvers did they get? 4. Cut 5. Ryan, make sure that you check out my channel Monday mornings, 8 a.m. Central Time. I post a PABLO. So this is PABLO number 17. PABLO number 16 will post on Monday morning, and that is the PABLO that has the hidden character. And if you find the hidden character coming up for PABLO number 16, you get a free minifig with an order. So if you order from us, let me know, send me a note, identify the character in the chat of that video, and then I will throw in a free minifig. I have lots of minifigs, and just kind of randomly pick one and send it out. If somebody wants a specific one, send me a note, and if I've got something and it's not like a $80 minifig, not giving those away, but I do like giving something away. Today is going to be a giveaway from Brickforge. Okay, so they bought 4, and there's actually 2 left in here. So 4 is their order. Says there's 1 left, but there's actually 2 in here. So let's do, I have an inventory problem here. All right, bin 1. So Brian, help me out here. This is the Rancor Claw. Why is the Rancor Claw so valuable? It's a very valuable part. Customer bought 1. All right, what happened to the video? Is the video gone, Ryan? Yeah, it looks like. Oh no, it's still there. Okay. Never seen it before. Yeah. I don't know why this thing is so valuable. Over $10. I am thrilled that somebody would choose to buy it from our store. price on that has shot way up. Okay, moving right along. 470. What am I picking here? 8 Hero Factory leg bolt. That's like all of them in here. There's 5, 6, 7, 8. Who bought this? Cup 8. Cup 8 is doing something. They got first order torsos. They got a Ninjago torso. No, that's not Ninjago. That's actually isn't it Ninja Turtles? I didn't check the torso on this one. Where is it? Okay, this one here. Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Let me pull the photo up. Yeah. I always think that when I build that minifig, I always think that the head is dirty. Okay, so Ryan says it's just a little choppy. Still here. I don't know if I can fix that. What is my processor doing right now? Is it... Okay, we're just going to keep going. I know that we got video down here, and we got everything going on here. Yeah, doing these lives is a little bit of a challenge here, and I only got one screen, so it's navigating all this. All right, wow, I found a medium nougat 1x6 arch this week, selling for $8.56. That's right, you'll never know what you find in a large lot of used parts. Why is a medium nougat 1x6 arch almost $9? Man, and if it's in the set, if that set, that it came with more than one, I mean, does that mean that there's probably another one in there? Now you're like thinking, oh, I gotta search this whole box and see if I can find another one, because this, if it's the set that, you know, this comes with, there's like 2 or 3 of them in there. And L11 525. I found a Queen Amidala headdress from the I don't know the set number, but I found this Queen Amidala, and the Amidala is like so expensive. 525. And I found everything except for the torso. I wish I would have found the torso for that, because that would be a complete minifig and quite valuable. Dark green, 3 of them. Yeah. I didn't find all of them, but you know, once you find one part, you're like, I gotta find the rest of this and complete this minifig, or find the other valuable parts. 546. Oh, tell me it's buried in here. Okay, so oh, I grabbed the wrong drawer. It's 545. 546. I totally just dropped a part. I think it fell in one of these. Where'd it go? I think it fell on my cart. Oh, here it is, right here. Dropped a black part out of 545. I was supposed to pick up 546. Okay, yeah, it's buried in here. Little like, let me do it down here. This is that part for Steven Spielberg's set. And it's a cool part, like a sound marker. Now you can't really see it with this view here. Really old set with a stop motion camera setup, I think is what that was supposed to be. Stop motion videos are pretty cool on Lego. I don't really have time to watch them anymore, but there's so many good videos out there. So Ryan, good question. So he says for a minifig like that, it's talking about the Queen Amidala one. So I found the headdress, I found the head and the legs. On the legs on that one, it's like it's a slope, and I didn't find the torso. And he's asking, is it worth buying the torso? I investigated that. Normally I would. I investigated buying the torso for that minifig so I could complete it and sell it as a whole minifig, but the torso is pretty expensive, so I decided not to do that. I'm hoping the torso will turn up in some other set, but what I did do is I priced the minifig and the head and the legs at the same price as the torso each. So that's probably unreasonable. It's not something I actually want to sell, but if somebody wants to buy it for that much, I will sell it for that much. I'm not expecting them to sell at the way they're priced. What I'm hoping to do is they're in my store available for sale, but they're really there for me to hold on to. So when the torso shows up, then I put them together and sell it all at once. If that never happens, then those things might sit in my store for 2 or 3 years, and eventually maybe somebody buys it for that price. But I am not in a hurry to get rid of it because they're valuable, they're rare, it's worth holding on to and waiting for either the torso or somebody to come by and buy them at the price that I've got them listed at. I've been doing this for a few years, and I had some parts that sold the other day, and those parts had been in the store since 2017. And that's how long they sat before they sold. But you know, I had a price that was much higher than the average, and that's how long it took for them to go out. So in some ways, the name of the game is wait. Bin 1. That's down here. 602. How many did they buy? 4. There's 2 loose ones. 3, 4. I do similar to what Pop's Block Shop does with buying minifig parts. I use the wanted lists, and I have a bin, a small bin of incomplete minifigs, and he does it for the purpose of building minifigs, listing them on eBay. I don't do it that way, or I don't list on eBay, but I do, like if I'm missing a head or a feather or maybe just a backpack or some legs, and the legs are like, some stores have it for like 50 cents, some of them have it for like $8. I'll wait until I need a couple of things, and mostly if I need, like I'm missing a part for a customer order. I was a customer that I was missing a 1x8 dark tan plate, new, and I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it in the store anywhere. I couldn't even find a used one anywhere. So I had to order that from another store. While I'm ordering that part, I look at my wanted list. If there's a store that has that part that I'm looking for a customer order, plus some other minifig parts I'm looking for, I'll just throw those in together, and that's how I do it. So Ryan says, I found these weird sand purple pieces from an old pneumatic set. Thought it would never sell, and even those sold eventually. Yep. Somebody is going to get nostalgic or trying to complete a set. It's going to happen. Eventually, it's going to sell. Just be patient with it. It's not about being in a hurry. If you get in a hurry, then you're kind of looking at this the wrong way. It's a stock. It's a commodity. People, just be patient with it. All right. 689. What do we got here? Rail? Lower rail? Oh, 13 is probably all of them. Looks like it. There's 3, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, they bought them all. Cut 5. I'm going to bag it. Okay, so Ryan, you're giving me a hint of curiosity, or I've got a hint of curiosity based on. All right, let me put this in cut 5. All right, so let's do this. Let me start a new file. Go to. So I got sets here. Go to part, and then do 30585A. There it is. Oh yeah, yeah. So I can. No, there it is, right there. Yeah. Yep. I've sold that one before. Those are those little shooter tubes for those aliens. Yeah. That's one thing that they've used them for. Let's pull the setup. So if I go to sand purple, and then I add that to this new file, and you click on that, then you can see the set. Yep. Little pneumatic dudes. It's got that little plunger thing, and then you shove air through the hole, and then it shoots the little guy. And then here's the little guy flying in the air. Very, very neat. Yeah, that was a Mission to Mars set, wasn't it? Or is that Mission to Mars? I don't know. All right, cool set. 695. Yeah, Lego has been coming out with some incredible adult themed sets, and they've got. So I've always told people that sorting Lego can be like a form of therapy, and I know that Lego is marketing as like. It feels to me like they're marketing Lego as an adult. If you're stressed, build with Lego and put these headphones in. I saw a bunch of videos today of some dots artistic type sets that Lego's coming out with, and I don't know when those release, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of videos on those soon from the YouTube community. But definitely looks like they're marketing it as a form of stress relief. 4. We just put these in the store, so we already nabbed them up. 2, 4, 6. They didn't get all of them, but they got quite a few of them. It's hard to keep these in the store. As soon as we add them, people come in and buy us out. 758. No, bin 1. That's where it's going. Cup 5, 786. What'd they buy? How many did they buy? 3. Cup 5. Cup 5 also did 808. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Let's bag these. $8.20 shelf. Here we go. We got a top shelf item today. All right. Let me back this up just a tiny little bit. Get closer to the shelf. M27. These bags are starting to dwindle down finally. Quite a few less. All right, they bought 2 of these. And then indeed there is just 2 of them in here. Cup 8. M81. I think it's time to empty these out. These bags are just getting so small, or so dwindled down to next to nothing. What is that? Is that even in here? Yeah, there it is. Fortune teller, cup 8. All right, top shelf, green base plate. Which one is it? There it is. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. Bin 2. I think that's the only thing that bin 2 even ordered. Thank you, bin 2, for your order. Really appreciate that. 918. How far? Oh, we're going to be wrapping up soon here. Okay. 918. Dark or light bluish gray. 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Cup 5 again. 957. Cup 8. 1003. Olive green, yeah, olive green. Cup 8. 1005, bright pink, bought 4. Bin 1. Didn't they also buy, yeah, they bought dark bluish gray. Let me put them in there with those. There you go, bin 1 got you taken care of. I'm thinking about who's going to get today's Brick Forge bonus freebies. 123 or 1023. This is going to be Cup 8, right? Cup 8's been buying a lot of torsos. But I think Cup 8 hasn't been buying too many accessories. They've been focused on their torsos. They need something for their minifigs. 1040. All right. Town 223 L10. $11.65. That's skipping a column. Uh-oh. Got cord issues here. Okay, that gives us plenty. $11.65. What are they buying? Legs? Indian legs? Yeah, Indian legs. 1200. Oh boy. Good, I found them right away. I put so many of these little tiled circles in there. So many. Why did I do that? Cup 8 bought 2 of these. $12.49. What is that? Oh, it's because of the reflective nature of the color here. Cup 5 bought a metallic silver tile. That is not a very common color. It's a painted on color, isn't it? I don't think they actually manufacture that color. Don't they paint that tile after they make it? $12.82. Okay, so is it buried in here? I mean, this thing is full of. It is buried in here. Cup 8. Now I got to put all this back. Okay, 1301. Wood black times 3. Cup 5. 1311. 2 for cup 3. Cup 3. Thank you for your order. 1327. 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Nope, that was 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 for cup 5. End is in sight. All right, 1374, next column. Olive green, got to be cup 8. 1421. They bought 2, left me with 1, and there's 1 in there, and it's been 1. What is that? Large figure foot, rotation, jaw, joint, ball, half, vertical side. There it is. It's like it's supposed to be. Cup 8. Cup 3. Ah! So I tried something new. So normally X is at the end because it starts off with X, but I changed the prefix on it, so you can see on the screen that it's 1452, which is not in 1452. 1452 is the last drawer number, and it's here in this lower stock, and it was 4-3. So this is number 3, this is number 4. So 4 dash, well, this says 5 on it. This is not 5. Where's 4? Here's 4. 4 was the top one. 4-3. How many do they want? 4. I did that in order to save me the effort of going backwards at the end of my pick and going back for it, and it worked. So if you are in the mindset to create, well, okay, for me it was an improvement in process, creating a flow or a pick path is what I've called it. If you pick your parts based on a particular path that you want to walk, and I walk the path one time and then I'm done. You can just modify the prefix for your remarks location of where your parts are based on how you do it. Now, if you're a small store, maybe it doesn't make a lot of sense to even worry about it. And that's how I was at the beginning. And then I grew and grew and grew and grew. And then all of a sudden, I'm going over there to get a part. I'm going over here to get a part. Then I go over here, but then I go back there and I go back here. And it became very redundant. And I was repeating steps and I was walking over my own footsteps. You don't want to do that. You want to be able to pick, walk around once, pick and be done. And in some cases all I did was just change the prefix on my remarks location, move that part in that flow spot, and then you're done with it. I hope I explained that well. You bought one. L13 got one. $14.93. 4 L10. Let's wrap up this thing. I want to get done here. 1532. It's pretty efficient, just the fact that I'm picking 10 orders at the same time here. Cup 5. It gives me a real sense of peace to know that when you build your pick sheet, it's kind of like how busy am I going to be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One less. Could be about 19. Used to be some anxiety related to a day when I know there's going to be a large number of orders. Hey 306 Bricks, what's up? Thanks for joining. Does that tax stuff affect me at all? I don't know yet. Does anybody really know? It's overhead for Bricklink. Are they going to charge us for that overhead? I don't know. It's going to affect everybody, but how does it affect me? I don't really know yet. So time will tell whether or not this is a successful way of taxing people. 1580. It says in Canada there is nothing, and that cuts off a little bit. I need to expand that a little bit on the side here. Canada, there's nothing so far. All right, 1580. Yeah, Yeah, the simple answer to your question, 306 bricks, is yes, it is going to affect me. It's going to affect everybody, though. It's 5 left. Good. Bin 1. I'm going to bag that bin 1. Those are tiny little parts. I've been doing taxes for the state of Illinois, so that anybody who buys product from me and they live in the state of Illinois, I've been, you know, I live under the authorities, or I'm governed by the authorities under which I live, and I am required by law to do certain things. 1, 2, there's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for the state of Illinois, I've been paying what taxes are due on orders that I receive. You know, well, the customers pay it, and then I send the money to the state of Illinois. As a business owner, you're required to do that. With all this extra overhead that Bricklink is going to take on, are they going to add staff for that? I mean, it's not like going to just be, you know, click a button and enable this and it's all going to work. There's going to be a lot of overhead with it. And the taxes for each location or where people live, there are 3 left, yeah, is going to be different. So they're going to have to put in some kind of application with the information about all those different locations and what taxes are due based on where people live. And then the taxes have to get from Bricklink to the tax authority. So there's just going to be a lot of overhead to get all that done. Somebody is going to have to be the processor, and they're not going to do it for free. So somebody's going to have to be paid for all that administration, all that work, to take money from California, taxed for somebody who lives in, let's say, Pennsylvania or wherever, and then it's got to go, all that money exchanges back and forth. That people don't do that for free. Bin 1. Cool. You're probably talking about 306 Brick says he's been using my sorting method. Are you talking about for used parts or the new? Because I don't think I'm on that uncommon for the new. Probably talking about the used ones. Yeah, that video is getting a lot of really good clicks. 1921. That's next column over. The cool thing about that method is if you are in the middle of a sort and all of a sudden you realize you're getting like a whole bunch of some bionicle part or something like that, and I got a fly flying around me. It's very distracting. Okay, he bought all 6 of these, dark orange, bin 1. And he's flying silently around me. You're gonna die soon. Bin 1. Let's put the cart here. With the cord connected, I find that it works best if I just put the cart right there. Cup 5, 1924. Seriously, there's like one, what is that? Dark pearl gray 1x1 round plate in here, along with all these oil cans. Cup 5. I think my playlist for copyright-free music is a little too short because my music stopped again. Let's pick one. We're going to go with something a little bit more classical here. All right, there. That'll get us a little chill this morning. 1936, 10 parts dark brown. Looks like he's got them all. Yeah, that's all of them. 306 bricks. I was telling Ryan, he and I have been talking in the chat earlier. Check out, or if you have time, Monday morning, 8 o'clock Central Time. So that's my time zone. I'm going to release. There's a video that we'll release on YouTube, but it'll be a promotion video. So if you, I don't know if you want to order from me, but if you identify the character in the video and you're the first one to do it in the comments, and the character is really obvious in that video, it's like right in the middle somewhere, but watch the whole video, but identifying the character in the comments will get you a free minifig with your next order with us. And I'd love to send you something. 306 bricks, 1945. What is that? Light bluish gray, 6x10. How many? 2. 7 left. It's worth counting. Yeah, that's 7. I gotta tell you guys, I'm so excited about going to the farmer's market with 72-degree weather. Fall is like my favorite season. I love the fall. If the fall could last from like August until like July, that'd be great. The weather we have in fall. 1984. I crack myself up. So here's the whole drawer. Got 2 large bricks, a little vehicle base, and then a gigantic bag with 2 dark tan tiles in it. How did that happen? Cup 5. There you go, cup 5. There's your bag of parts there. Not your fault. Thank you so much to all my customers who have ordered today. I really appreciate it. It brings a lot of confidence when you continue to get customers who order and you kind of get reorders. And we have one customer who's up to 49 orders, and really appreciate that individual's business. They are a wonderful customer. We've been getting to know each other, and I just love serving all their Lego needs. With that many orders, though, I start figuring out ways to help them out with their Lego hobby, and they're great. It's a individual that just loves building Lego. I think it's kind of a therapy thing, to be honest, for this individual. 2084. But it's always a joy to serve the Lego needs of individuals. And Ryan and 306, you guys are probably familiar with this, but the Lego community in general, and it's just a good community to be with and to serve their Lego needs. The community that you can build with other builders, store owners, it's just been wonderful. And I've been experiencing that even more with my social media and the interaction with you guys. Oh, you still need that Wolfpack helmet. Yeah. Is it still in my inventory? Yep. And Ryan, or 306, if you do get that free minifig, I'll you know what? Keep an eye out for that video. Maybe you can help me decide what minifig you get. I'm not gonna throw in the Wolfpack helmet, but you buy that, we'll throw in the free minifig. But you got to guess the character, and it's not the easiest character to guess this time. Some people will be familiar with it right away, depending on the generation of when you grew up. 2176. 4. L10. 2094. 2194. What are you buying? 5. Cup 5? Yeah, cup 5. That makes sense for cup 5. I've been buying a lot of other tile. So I had a question. I think it was Brick Outside the Box during one of the live feeds. Let me grab something here. I'm going to grab, here we go, this will work. So Brick Outside the Box had asked a question about the quality of tiles that are good to sell and not good to sell. So this is a bunch of 1x3 tile here, and if you reflect the light on it, there are some scratches on these tiles. It's not severe, and that's a good representation of just about everything in this box here, in that bag. Tile used for a Bricklink store or Brickowl store, selling used tiles, it should be understood that it may have some scratches. In my store description or in my store terms, I have a few lines about tiles and saying if you're expecting a brand new, shiny, not scratched tile, buy new. And if I don't have a new and you're still expecting that, then I don't recommend that you buy that from us, because it's a used tile. It's gonna have some wear on it. Now it's not gonna have a gash or a dent or a large scratch in it, but it's gonna be a used condition. So I guess maybe the way I'm helping customers understand what it is for us is the description or the terms in my store. It's written in there. 12, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Bin 1, just about finished up here. I agree, Ryan. The Lego AFOLs and the community, just in general, really helpful, friendly people. And I want to return that. I definitely want to return that. A lot of the stuff in my store we developed over the last 4 years, and I'm to a point now where adding social media, sharing what we've learned, the knowledge, the processes, the techniques, it's a joy. It's a real pleasure to be able to share that, and to I've even learned things as I've been doing this. Okay. So, yep. Good. Ryan out of Massachusetts. Okay. I'm going to continue on. If you are viewing this for the first time, or rather to our channel for the first time, please subscribe, like this video, share our channel with somebody else. That's this week's challenge. Share our channel with somebody else so we can continue to grow our subscriber base. We've been growing at a pretty steady click. It's been really encouraging, keeps me going, keeps me making content. That's going to be Cuppy. Yeah, Cuppy buys a lot of accessories. Give us some feedback. Let us know what you're looking for. Like the last 3 videos that I've done, like the sales recap, the sorting video, so many of the things that I've done recently, this is going to totally fill L10 up, and there's no more room in L10. I can't close the drawer. So much of the content that I've been developing recently has been a result of feedback that I've received, people wanting to see stuff out of our store. All right, I'm going to change views here because I just finished the pick. Okay, so it is time to do the Brick Forge giveaway. So I'm going to set this up right here. And is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. All right. Here's one right here. All right, so cup number 8. You are going to receive this box of goodies. Let me show you what's in here. So these are from our friends at Brick Forge. Look in the description. Now, I don't get any endorsements for this. I'm not doing this because they send me anything. I just love those guys. These are becoming friends of mine. But when you order from Brick Forge, and I did not expect it, but they include these little freebies. These are things that you just don't get. Here's an actual, a realistic looking crowbar. It actually has like the little notches in it. Okay. And then a little controller, like a little Ghostbusters ghost detector or something like that. In the description, there's a coupon code Great Brick Lab is the coupon code, and there's even a link in there you can click on and order from Brick Forge. And they have a lot more than just these minifig accessories. And like I said, I do not receive an endorsement. I'm not doing this because of what they send me. Just love those guys and want to help them out. But so Cup 8, that's coming along with your order. Thank you so much for your order. Those are some accessories I think that would go well with your minifigs today. Again, subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much for being here. Let me check the content or the feedback one more time. Looks like we're all caught up. 306 Bix and Ryan A. Thank you so much for joining the live pick today. It's been a lot of fun picking this. This new format, new camera, seems like it worked out. Had some problems in the beginning there. I apologize for that. This is Chris from the Great Brick Lab. I want to thank everybody who has encouraged me along the journey of creating all the content on our channel here, and going to continue doing it. Really do enjoy doing it. So thanks again. This is Great Brick Lab signing off.